Wow. Top chat. I don't want top chat. I want live chat. Okay. Woo. That was a mad dash. Did you eat your food? Well, you're licking your face. Hello. I know I didn't announce that I was coming on because I was playing Division 2 with Dave, and we were only going to play for 2 hours. However, we just stopped playing literally 6 minutes ago. So I came over and did not share out that I was streaming, have not said a word, so I don't. Hi. Okay. That's fine. And Marguerite's here from beautiful British Columbia, and Barbara Clark's outside with her kitty. I know. Well, I said to him, I really need to go. And he said, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. And then, we continued to play, and I said, I gotta go. So I went directly, I bypassed StreamYard, and I just went directly to YouTube. Hi, Teresa. Well, that's good. So I really nothing planned. I mean, that's no excuse. I only have a whole week to plan for Sundays. And I'm in the middle of watching that sketchbook revival, and there's like so much content, and you watch so much stuff. I know. It's so much. Exactly. Hi, Aunt Bex. It is overwhelming. There's so much content. And I don't even know. I mean, I've done maybe one or two, and I keep on watching. Becky and the Floor saga continues nonstop. So I thought, I honestly, this is my favorite thing to do is to glue. My favorite thing to do is to glue. And this is my composition notebook, inspired by Nicole Cutcraft. Well, hi, Angela. Welcome. And so I've, done some fun stuff in here. And you do that. I'm going to lay some backgrounds, and I've got tons of stuff that's cut out. But here are some of the pages that I've done. I love the hand and the little girl. So this is some of my pages that I've done so far. Born to Soar Above the Clouds. I don't have much text, but I keep on cutting out text. I love this page. Women only. And they're all pouty. They're all pouty women. Oh, wow. And he's cleaning the oven while he has it open. Hi, Angie. Are you going to get a new oven? I forgot. I can't remember whether that was on the agenda. I can't remember. So this is a quick perusal of what I've got done so far. I didn't realize I had this much done. Wow. Okay. Well, let's get out the pictures. I've got this is a bag of people. Oh, the refrigerator of the shelf. Are you going to fix that one? It's a heating element, right? You're going to replace one of the heating elements. I think that's what you said the other day. Look out, Lily. I don't want to run over your tail. That would be disastrous. Let me just get my My thing. Oh, big pictures. Okay. And I've got a glue stick. So we can start gluing here momentarily. So I've got people, various sizes of people. I have some text in this little envelope that I made. So this is all text stuff. I know, isn't that great? I don't know where I found that, but I love it. Great minds think unalike. It's such a cool. I think that was an ad actually for a designer faucets out of architectural. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Because who knows where the market's going or what it's going to do. It's a very economical, volatile time for sure. I think I had some stuff in here, but that's not background stuff. So I got some big, 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 big people. We don't want them people, those people. So we'll put those off to the side. Let's turn the page. What I want is some background stuff. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's from designer. It's a designer faucet page. And okay, I'm still looking for. Well, here's some background. I'm looking for background stuff. Ooh, that's pretty. Whoops. Oh, that's interesting. That doesn't go here. Let's look. I I actually have not been in this bin for a while. Oh, it's a little windy. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. Well, we can use these. Sometimes Nicole just does puts. Well, those aren't squares. Let's see what we got here. Got lots of stuff. And I have even more stuff over there. Ooh, we also have Queen Nefertiti. Nefertiti. Nefertiti is the proper pronunciation. But I guess they didn't want to say that in a ninth grade. Daisies? Okay. Well, let's glue her down. And we'll go from there. I'm going to cut a little bit off of that. Oh, well. Yeah, we'll put that there. Oh, you know what I did? Ha 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 ha. No. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Wow. Oh my gosh. I went to the back of the book so it wouldn't alligator. Okay. All right. And it got, oh, okay. I put glasses. So why don't I work in the back of the book? Yes. I like her. She's cool. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I did work in the back. I got to re-glue that down. We'll do that real quick. Sunny Eureka. And I told you, Guy Ferretti from Drives and Diners went to a place in Eureka, but of course I don't remember the name of it. All right. Oh, look. How about that? I even have a page all laid out to go. I love her. Okay, let's put this page together. All right. Let's see. Must have planned this page. Oh, yes. I remember this because she was coming down, I think, on her head. Let's see. Or maybe, I don't remember now. Maybe she was leaning over the. Let's see what we got here. This is not going to work, Ann. Let's take this here. Hi, Devin. Let's see. I need something to go here. It's a cruise ship. Well, we need something for her to grab hold of. Let's stick the background in. I really haven't done a whole lot of art this week, honestly. Well, last week, I should say. Nothing to show you that I am saying, oh, look what I did. I'm doing the Danny Gregory sketchbook thing too. And he gives you, encouragement and a prompt for every day. And some of them I'm happy with, some of them I'm not so happy with. Yeah, it's a revival. Well, his is not a revival, but it is like a revival. Like the first day we were supposed to sketch. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, your table. Well, it's in front of you. So I drew my computer and my thing with my pens in it and such. And the next day was, I don't know, breakfast. And then the next day was, something that, I don't know what the next day was, but I drew my orchid plant that I got from my son. But I think I showed those to you, so I won't bore you with showing those to you again. I'm doing them in a little watercolor Arteza watercolor book that I bought a long time ago. Do you remember when Arteza first hit the scene? And they just bombarded the craft scene with everything from colored pencils to sketchbooks to acrylic paints. Yes. Point Roberts, Washington on the Water. I'm just getting started with the sketchbook. The sketchbook part of Sketchbook Revival or another sketchbook. I really like her, but I don't think I can get her to. Oh, I can. Okay, yes. We'll put something behind her. All righty, let's find something to put behind her. Let's see what we got here. We don't want anything too great because we're going to cover it up. Take this. See. I actually bought a set of their acrylics. They come in little tubes. And it was a box of 60 acrylics. And they fit in one tote in my scrap box. Look at this. Here's all 60 of them. And I cut out the little squares with the colors. So so there was a set of 60 acrylics. And I remember, obviously I bought them. And they're pretty decent. I mean, they're not like golden quality, but it's pretty handy when I want to grab some acrylics. I don't have a whole lot of golden. Yes, especially when I was going to store them that way, But I want something here. So let's see. Oh, that's pretty. But we're going to cover whatever I put here. I'm going to cover up. So maybe. Yeah. Oh, no. No, no, no. Maybe something like this. You don't really care about the ship. Maybe we'll stick that there. Because she's going to take up. What do we need? We need something here behind her. Need something down here. Maybe do this. What I needed was a full page thing. Let me get a full page thing. I'm sorry, folks. I gotta calm down, take a couple of deep breaths, and I have full page things. Let me just plop down a full page thingy. Well, this is perfect. This will be perfect. Just cover the whole page. Look at that. That's perfect. We'll just glue that down, and that'll be perfect. And then we can put her on top, and it'll be all good. Hi, Julie. Julie's in Oz, right, Julie? I think she's in Australia. The land of Oz. If I'm not mistaken, so it's Monday there. It's tomorrow there. We actually had some rain yesterday. Sydney, yes. I think that's where I don't know him. It's my son's sister-in-law's husband, so brother-in-law. They lived in Australia for several years. She worked for Apple. And I think I've told you this before. They opened a microbrewery. I'm pretty sure it was in Sydney. It's called The Batch. I'm sure there's a lot of breweries well, they did the brewery thing, the microbrewery thing. It had already come and gone in the States. Aw, she's sniffing the air. Aw. I think it's great. You have her on a leash, right? I think when you take her outside, obviously, pretty sure you have her on a leash. Yeah, that's perfect. Because now we can put this lady just here, like so, right? And then we can put this lady down, and she's giving her a scalp massage. How's that? I like that. And then there's this rock like the Sisyphus rock, the guy that rolled the rock up the top of the hill, and then it rolled back down again, and then he rolled it back up again. And thanks, Barbara. That's what that rock looks like. Whoops. Oh, be careful. Don't be tearing her lovely hairdo. I do love cutting pictures out of magazines. I could do that a lot. Whoops, be careful, be careful, be careful. Not sure where she's from. Pretty sure she's not from Vogue. Maybe. Well, not sure where she's from. Okay, I'll do this. She can give her a little scalp massage. Yes, I like that. So it's Sunday. And May is gone. Oh my God. Once again, every month I say, where did that month go? June 1st tomorrow. Wow. Wowie, wowie. Amazing, isn't it? Get her over to here, like so. She can just give her a little head rub. I like that. Mm-hmm. Let me read your mind. Oh, never mind. Today's June 1st. I lost a day. Well, I had a huge mix up. Well, I had a mix up with prescriptions of mine. I'm the one that screwed up, not the pharmacy. I thought I had picked up 2 prescriptions, and then I was waiting on a third. And when I went there, I said, well, I'm looking for this particular prescription. And they said, you've already picked it up and paid for it. And I said, no, I haven't. And the woman, oh my God, I went to this one pharmacy where they were all so mean and nasty. And this pharmacist, and it was the pharmacist, came over, and she was so kind and understanding and said, well, this is what our records show. Go home and I'm sure you'll see. And she was right, of course. She was right. Yeah, Tanya and Lisa. Well, is it Tanya who's, I can't remember which one is always on the road. One's traveling. I can't remember. I was on a couple of their streamathons. That was a couple of years ago. Oh, Rite Aid has been gone here forever. Tanya is traveling. Okay. Yes. Okay. That's what I thought. I knew one of them was traveling. All right. Now, I don't know whether that's needed or not. It's kind of quirky, which I like. We'll leave that there for now. Okay, we'll put a little ship there. It's already got glue on it. And don't they pull a Jeep? I think they have a Jeep also that they tow. Because her husband likes to go do a little off-road with his Jeep, I think, unless that's somebody else. You like it here or here? Well, they're both a corner, so I'm not sure. That's what I thought. No, left. Okay, this is my left. Okay, I do too. All right. There we go. Okay. Squish it down with the lid, and yeah, that's a little sticky. Okay. 1 page done, and I will trim this now. Of course, I'm going to have to flip it this way. What else? I've done nothing other than the screw up at the pharmacy, and they were just so kind, and they weren't nasty, and like the other pharmacy was. Oh, I had the meeting with the dealership. Hi, Pam. The car dealership. I'm trying to get a refund, which they're saying it's not refundable. And it was very interesting. I'm going to be doing a review. It's from the local Kia dealership here in Cocoa Beach, Cocoa, Florida. And they tacked on a whole bunch of extra stuff that increased the cost of the car by $7,000. And I'm trying to get a refund for one of them. And I made an appointment to go into the dealership, and my son had put the time aside too, so he could be on speakerphone. I don't think the guy liked that at all, because he was a typical salesman and a bit of a bully, to be honest with you, but I kind of expected that, you know? Anyway, of course, they said no, they can't refund that. And it's not anything that's on the car. All right, bye, Angie. Have a nice walk. So I told him I was going to write a review. And he got really nasty. He said to me, well, you're not going to write a review on my page. I guess he thinks that their website page is his page, his personal page, because that's what he said to me. You're not writing a review on my page. And I said to him, well, I had no intention, hi Beth, of writing a review on your page. I said, I have my own pages. I said, I have a YouTube channel, like Big Whoop, you know. And I have an Instagram account, and I have 2 Facebook pages. I have my own pages where I can write a review. Oh, okay. That's great, Angie. And he didn't really like that either when I told him that. Why would I write and he said, well, what are you gonna write about? Yes, that's the other place. I'm gonna do Yelp too. Yelp and Google. He said, well, we've done nothing wrong. And I said, I'm not going to accuse you of anything. I'm going to tell people what I did wrong. And that to remind people that they have to be very vigilant and pay attention to what papers, you know, salesmen are putting in front of you to sign, and read everything carefully. I'm not blaming you for anything. I'm completely at fault. So that shut him up. He said, well, why would you write something about yourself that's not good? I said, well, I just want to make other people aware of, you know, what can happen. He didn't like that at all. It made him very, very, very nervous. But I think I'm going to do a live Instagram reel. And then I played the old lady, you know, card. I said, you know, an elderly woman coming in and buying a car, and they, you know, we have to be even more diligent and ask more questions. And then better yet, we should probably not do that by ourselves. We should bring somebody with us. He didn't really like any of that. And then, unfortunately, when that conversation started, my son had already left the conversation. I wish Dave could have heard how nasty he was. But I held my guns pretty good. And Dave's not going to let it go. And he's already. It's so funny because I told my son in Utah about this, and while I was talking to him, he went on Google and Yelp and wrote a review. And my other son Dave, who's in Boston, he wrote a review on Google and Yelp. He was weird. He said, "Well, how would you like it if I came to your house and harassed you?" Thinking, you guys, you're weird, dude. The dealership's your house. It's like saying, "Yeah, how would you like it?" I said, "Well." And then he said to me, he said, "Well, that salesman is one of my top salesmen." And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I bet you he is, because when he sells people cars, he doesn't disclose the big ticket items. We'll see. The one thing that they also tacked on is a key replacement agreement for $400. And I said, if I had known about that, I would have said no to that. I said I would take my chances in the fact that it didn't think that I would lose both keys. And then he said, well, we'll give you a refund on that. So he was very happy to give me a refund for that, $399 for the replacement key agreement. I guess there are people that have a type of life where they lose their keys and need for them to be replaced. I mean, I know they're very sophisticated keys, but it's $400 for a 2-year subscription to having your keys replaced if you lose them. But I don't know. Yes, exactly. And then let me make a decision. Yeah, the big ticket item, they're calling the Kia Jackson Advantage, and that was $5,000. And and if I had if my salesman had gone over what that entailed, I would have said no, thank you. He's saying it's not a warranty, but boy, it smells like a warranty. The old saying, if it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Well, this reads like a warranty. Looks like a warranty, and it's a warranty, but he's saying it's not. And that's why it's not refundable. And he said, of course, all the car dealerships do this. And he called it an addendum. Well, I know they are, but I don't plan. I guess when you have teenagers, yeah, I could see that. That makes sense. But would you be willing to pay $400 a year? $200 a year? I guess. Yeah, maybe. You make a. I mean, I'm sure that situation to go protect against the loss of keys if you had a bunch of teenagers sharing keys, that makes perfect sense. All right, so now we have Nefertiti. Nefertiti. Titty. So let's add some interesting stuff to her. It's too bad we don't have. I hate to cover her up, but maybe let's see. If I go in here. And maybe something like that. Ooh. We've got the boat theme here. We got a speed. I like that speedboat. That kind of looks cool. I like that. Maybe some daisies. I could fussy cut them. I'm thinking of maybe putting some people in there. Oh, wow, Mr. Minutes. And if I were there, he wouldn't want to. I appreciate that. Well, I think that's another good advice. I said, maybe, you shouldn't go to do this by yourself. I just, I'm so mad at myself for being so stupid. Really. And every time I buy a car, I think I've covered everything. And every single time, and I think, ooh. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Leslie. Welcome, welcome. I like, what do you think? Got that? I got her. I got the pirate. Ooh. We got the pirate. Or the Easter. I think I like this one the best. Yeah. I'm going to put those back. I'm just going to fussy cut them a little bit more. Cut this out a little bit more. That's not good, Angie. Angie said she just walked by a house that didn't smell very good. Hi, Lynn. Does it smell like dead stuff? I mean, that's weird. If a house smells bad when you walk by it, and that's coming from the inside of the house, ew, that's kind of concerning, Angie. Could be dead bodies in there. Or, it could be filled with animal feces. I don't know about you. When I grew up, there was always that makes more sense, Julie. A dead bird in the garden, or a dead whatever. Could be a dead rodent or a dead, yeah. That's less dramatic than a dead body, but that's could be very possible. I've seen that watercolor through a stencil. You know who does that is Lisa Hensel. She watercolors through stencils all the time. And that's where I first saw it. And that's a while ago. But maybe she got it from that woman. But Lisa's done that on many occasions where she has. I like that. I like that a lot. And I'm going to cut that out a little bit more. Cut it out. Now that the weather's warming up, things like that have been maybe rotting all winter, and things now start to thaw out. It becomes more odorous. I started watching, I started watching White Lotus. Yes. She just did something like that fairly recently, too. Anybody in here familiar with White Lotus? It's a Max. It's on Max. And my cable service, Spectrum, is now offering Max to the subscribers. Bye, Lynn. So I know that White Lotus has been nominated for lots of like TV awards and stuff. So I knew of it. So my bridge partner recommended it. And it's a very interesting kind of a weird type of thing. Well, that's what I've been doing. Yeah, you could do that. You could watch it. There's only been 3 seasons, right? And of course, what did I do? It doesn't play well. I'm a little upset. It doesn't play well on my TV. It plays beautifully on my iPad. So I was watching it on my iPad last night until a little after 1 this morning. I binge watched all of season 1. Yep. Yeah, you could easily do that because, again, it's very, very graphic and showing body parts. That's all I'll say. Body parts that we don't normally see. But it is, yeah, it's got a very quirky storyline. And White Lotus is apparently like a very luxury-oriented. I like that I cut that out. What do you think? I think that's enough, though. I don't think I should. I like to cut that little square out. And so each season is a different White Lotus, which is in a different location. Yes, very much so. I saw that. She's got a whole bunch of book covers. Yeah, and she made, well, she called it altered books, and she made altered books with her book covers. And she used yeah, I watched that today. Yeah, she is incredible. I almost did that today for this stream because I have a bunch of book covers that I have gathered over the years where I've taken out all the papers. And she always decorates so pretty. She always got beautiful dangles and stuff. There, I like that. And then we'll put the ship. Yeah. I don't think I really need that piece. I'm going to whack that piece off. That's just going to be in the way anyway. We don't need that. Whoops. I'll stick that there like that. Okay. This is going to be a bitch to glue down, but that's okay. And we'll put the boat here, like so. And then this. Like so. Yeah, I like that. I like it. Or should I put the littler one? That way you see more of the daisies. Maybe I'll put the little one there. Not sure. Yeah, Risque is a very, very good. It's very, yeah, it's very, yeah. So, of course, I'm watching season 2 now. But anyway, the White Lotus International high-end luxury resorts are in different locations. And the first season is in Hawaii. The second season is in Greece, I believe, because it's on the Ionian Sea. Ionian Sea is Greece, correct me? I'm embarrassed, my geography is so bad, but I think the Ionian Sea is around Greece. And that's where season 2 opens. So it's a whole new cast. And for the second season, except they've kept this one character who is very wealthy and is now at this White Lotus in Greece. And you're either going to like her or go, oh my God, I can't believe she's. But anyway, she's appeared now in season 2. And she's lost a lot of weight from season 1 to season 2. I would say she's probably lost a good 30 pounds. She looks great. She definitely lost some weight from season 1 to season 2. That's gonna, well, I'll just tuck that under like so. That looks really cool, if I don't say so myself. Maybe get in there. I could cut that off. Let me see. Give that a little whack. This needs a new blade. I'm not going to worry about it. The Yamaha. Okay, you're almost home. That's great. Because the last week you were out for a walk too. I think that's great that you're walking. It sounds like you're walking on a daily basis every day. Angie, that's awesome. It's something that I really can't do with my bad knees. I should be walking in the pool here. That's really good exercise, and it's non-weight bearing. But my pool partner, my bridge partner, has a pool. Hi, Becca. Some of the houses here have they're fairly small pools in there, screened in the back of their houses. And she lives in one of those houses here that has a pool. And she's got really bad arthritis. She's bent over and that's her exercise. And she goes in her pool every day or a couple of times a week and walks. And she said she's going to invite me, which would be great because I don't feel comfortable going up to the pool here because my legs, body's all scarred up and pretty rough because where she is, it's no one can see us. So I'm hoping that, but then, I have to get probably a new bathing suit because I haven't bought a new bathing suit in years. The elastic goes bad on them. Yes, I did have an exercise bike. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't blame you. Um, I wouldn't walk in a rainy day either. I don't know. Okay. And we're going to just stick her down here, like so. I love the black and white. Should um, I don't know, should I, what do you call it? Go around her with a, black, like do this around her? I guess I could. I got brown just to take the raw edge off her. Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. Ah, dear. Richard and I, my youngest son and I, went to Hawaii for his graduation, his high school graduation. His grandparents had paid for. And I bought a bathing suit, right? And which I didn't give any thought to. I hadn't worn in ages. And I put it on and proceeded to, get go out into the Pacific Ocean. And boy, is that cold water compared to the Atlantic. And the bathing suit, the elastic had disintegrated. And it started to fall apart. And I yelled to Richard, quick, get a towel. So I had to wrap a towel around myself. Yeah, that's better. Just to take a little knock off that little white roughed edge. Even though it isn't. Not anymore. Yeah. My mother was a walker. I think I told you this last week when Angie said she went for a walk. She and her friend, they walked fast. They walked 4 miles in an hour, a 15-minute mile. And they would carry on a regular conversation. And I would come down to visit and walk with them. First of all, I couldn't keep up with them. I was about 10 feet behind them. And I no sooner could have had a conversation. Yes. It was pretty, yeah. So I hate shopping for a bathing suit, and they're so expensive. I'll probably go to Walmart and get here in Florida, of course, you can get a bathing suit year round. It's not like it's seasonal. This glue is so much better for this harder stuff. All right, let's put her down right here. Probably a little bit too close. And because with this glue, you can't, there's no wiggle. Oh, there was a little wiggle room. That's pretty cute. All right, I like that. Well, she could actually go here, couldn't she? Huh. We'll see. These are pictures of me. My Easter finery. All right, I like these 2 pages. Yeah. Came out good. This needs a little clippy thing. This is what Nicole does. Gives them a little. I think I've already done this one. Whoops. Okay. Bye, Beck. She's going to see Mill. Okay. Turn the page. Okay, that was good. All right, let's do. So much easier when you find a big background. But sometimes Nicole will do squares and then put things where the squares intersect. That's not really, I didn't cut that out as a square. I have a whole stack of squares, but I'm not sure where I put them. Let's see. This might be. Got some little pieces here. That's a square. So, whoops. That goes this way, I think. No. Oh, I can't tell. It says for lady. It's not well cut out. Throw that away. I got this. I've got the flying burrito. These are local ads out of a local. Okay. Some black and whites. How about a pair of shoes? And see, her squares look so good, and these look awful. Let's see what we can do here. Ooh, I like that square. Maybe we'll get rid of the Snickers. The Snickers. Oh, okay. Your mom had the knee replaced and still able. Oh, wow. It's got a little bit of a glare on it, doesn't it? I can't. Let me see if I can't do something about that. Yeah, I had a, not an incumbent bike, but I had a stationary bike. And I put a few miles on that baby for sure. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah. And then I'll put things around each of these intersecting things. And that's after I've had both my knees replaced. One successfully and one not so successfully. My niece had both of her. Okay. My niece had both of her knees replaced at the same time. I don't know that you can find. orthopedic surgeons that are willing to do something like that now, but she had both replaced. She was afraid that after she had the first one replaced, she would not want to go through that again for the second one. So she figured she would just get it all over with at once. Just a wee bit. I like that. I'm going to glue that down. Let's just not think about it. Just glue it down. And then you can put other little pieces in, like a little tiny and like a little pineapple. And yep. Let me get this out of the way. And we'll glue that down. Oh, look at this cow. Woo! Stick that over here. Put that there. Let me get these little squares out of the way. Oh, that's. See, I got all these neat little things I can put on the squares. I'd have to do another square page. I got some good square stuff. Oh, wow. Look at that. Ooh. Oh, that's going to go great over there. All right, let me get this out of the way. All right, let me stick this here. Still nothing with my renovation. I don't know when they're going to start and how long it's going to take to finish. After they start, I'm a little nervous, to be honest with you. But what can I say? I'm in. Hi, Adria. Whoops. How about on the edge there? After bridge on Saturday, a lot of the ladies go to the club for lunch. And I did that too. It was nice. Oh, and there's one guy that plays bridge with us. His name is Frank. He went to the club. And they have a soup and salad deal. You get a half a sandwich and a cup of soup. Fairly reasonably priced. So I had it was a mushroom brie brisk. It was very good. And a half of a BLT. It was very good. And of course, an order of French fries. But I didn't have any dinner. I was still full. Hi, Colleen. It's great seeing you. There. I'm sorry, there's maybe, let me see. It's hard to glue with this on. Maybe if I stick this under here. Oh, that helps. A little hard to glue, but that does take some of the glare away. I think I finally got my lighting better situated than it has been in the past. I still struggle with the lighting. I think I want that. I think I want the apples underneath that. Let's see. Actually, the apples are not quite big enough. I need a bigger picture. Let's see what I got over here. Ooh, I like her. Yeah, that's her. I know what that is. I think that's a Hermione's ad. Hermes. Hermione's ad. They always have ads in Vogue. Ooh. That's great, but she's not big enough. Well, that's okay. Let's see. Oh, yes. That big enough? Yes, it is. What do you think? I like that. I like it. Thank you, Yolanda. I've had such problems with it in the past. But this picture looks, and my flesh looks, pretty normal, and I'm pretty happy with the way this looks. Yeah, I can cut that there, cut that down, stick down this. All right, so this is going to go down first. Right. All right, let me glue this over here. No, I don't have to glue all of that. Let me just do this. Yeah, this goes. I bought there's a name for the light because I can't remember, but it's meant, and it was very pretty pricey. And it's a square light. The light itself is about yay big, and it sits on a pole that's, I would say, almost 3 feet high, and it's on a pole about 3 feet high. The light itself is this big, and it's behind my computer. And it has a remote control where you can change the brightness of the light, and you can change, like, it can give it like a red hue, or it's a special, lighting for lighting purposes. But I finally got it in the right, situated in the right spot. Roma. Maybe I can save that, for Rome. Let's do this. And I'll just cut that straight up and then clip it with the little clipper thingy. Yeah, that's better. Okay. And no, there it is. I lost there it is. Gosh, I lost it. Yes, I like him. I like it. Look, you stay here. Let me stick the pin in this. God, I have so many images. Oh my God, I can't. I keep on saying I'm not going to renew magazines, and then they will make you an offer you can't refuse. There's one that I didn't. I almost did. but I didn't. Food and Wine. It was a great deal. It was $11. But I said no, even though I really like that magazine. I mean, to read. There's some good recipes in there. Welcome back, Angie. And they've got really good reviews of various different types of wine. I don't really. So I know what kind of wine to buy. Just do that. Yeah, come here. Nope, it's not gonna go up. Go up. Well, that's what happens when you cut them out and you don't cut them out square. Roma. I got pictures sticking to me. Yeah, that's going on here. All right. Okay. Now, here comes the fun part. I'm treating this like a background. And there is a thing in here that's under here that I cut out. Oh, here it is. I think this is going to be great because we've got this arm here, right? How about, look at that. Isn't that great? You got an arm and an arm. It's an arm and a leg. Oh, that's great. Hi, Debbie. Maybe bring that down a little bit. And my neighbor's garage door is going open. I hope she's not trying to put out her garbage. I'm going to put my garbage out. We didn't have garbage pickup on Monday. And I didn't put it out on Thursday. So I am choco full of garbage. That has to go there. It just has to go there. We don't want to, maybe up a little bit. We don't want to. All right, that's going to go there for sure. And we got reptile and reptile. So we'll put the little froggy there. Whoops. And let's see. Maybe 1 for 1 here. A little red there. The frog's got a little red there. Let's see. Maybe a little candy thing up here in the corner. That covers that corner. Bye, Barbara. Enjoy your kitty. No. Yeah, I don't think so. I like the flying burrito, but I don't know whether this is a flying burrito type of. No. Maybe flying burrito here. I like that better. All right. I think I'll do that. I'll glue these down. And then I think I'm going to say so long. I decided I'm not going to try to do beyond 2 hours anymore. Just gonna come on, do a couple of things, and then say goodbye. I just appreciate you guys being here. And I almost just canceled because I didn't get done playing video games with my son, but I figured I can always up. I'm always up. Whoops. Okay. Let me hang on 1 second. Hi, Jeannie. Absolutely. Not a problem. I will do that as soon as I'm done here. Okay. Okay. Not a problem. I'll take them down to the curb. All righty. Okay. Bye-bye. And she got them to the garage, and that's my neighbor who's 96 years old and keeps falling. I told her I would take. I do. Isn't that from Good Night? Auf Wiedersehen. Isn't that from Sound of Music? And don't all 7 of them kids curtsy and say I do to all of the company? I think. So we got a flying burrito. There, we're going to stick this up in the corner. Because I like it up there in the corner. Like that. Like that. Jesus, I got everything sticking to me. Sticking. Stick this here. Probably come back and at some point in time and go through these pages, and if I have some fun text. All right. There we go. Now I got all these pieces. Okay, so we got 3 pages done. I think that's a pretty good outcome. Oh, I was looking for this, right? And because the book was underneath it. And I'll do this. Give it a little trim. And get those corners down. That's cool. We got this page done. And this page done. And this page done. So that's 3 pages done. And I'm in the back of the book. So that's good. So thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful rest of the week, or have a wonderful first week of June. Yeah. And see you next week. Wednesday, hopefully, and next Sunday. So if you can't be good, how do I sign? Oh, there is end stream. I'm not used to streaming on YouTube. This was great. You're welcome. And thank you for being here. And if you can't be good, be careful and be charming and fabulous also. Bye.